You think you know cars? What about rare classics from decades ago? Prove it. Guess these beauties before time runs out. This beauty hails from the days when petrol cost less than £1 a gallon. Let's see if you can guess the brand behind this lightweight marvel. The correct answer is Lotus Elite Type 14, a car so light, you'd swear it could float on a stiff breeze. This was Colin Chapman's masterpiece, a fiberglass wonder that redefined what sports cars could be. It's like driving a feather dipped in elegance. Back in the day, this beauty could outmaneuver cars twice its size and twice its weight. I heard someone once compared it to a ballerina on wheels. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Just don't ask it to carry your groceries. The boot's barely big enough for a sandwich and a bottle of milk. But who cares? This car wasn't made for errands. It was made for art. Let's see if you can spot its badge, shall we? Or are you one of those who think all classic cars look the same? The correct answer is Bristol 406 Zagato, a car that screams understated British elegance with a dash of Italian spice. This was Bristol's way of saying, we can do fancy too, and Zagato's way of saying, let's make it fast and light, a true collaboration of craftsmanship and flair. Now, this one's for the true aficionados. Let me know if you need Sherlock Holmes for help. The correct answer is the Thorp Electron Miner. Fun fact, the Electron Miner was so lightweight, they say a strong gust of wind could help you save on petrol. But don't worry, it's not all breeze and bluster. This little car actually made quite a name for itself in club racing back in the day. Sure, it wasn't breaking any records, but it had heart. And in the 1950s, that counted for something, right? The correct answer is the Singer SM 1500 Roadster. This car is from the days when Roadsters didn't just look good. They made you feel good. Sure, it didn't have the raw power of some other sports cars of the era, but it had style, grace, and enough boot space for a picnic basket. And if you were lucky, maybe a flask of something stronger. It was the 50s, after all. Back then, cars had faces and personalities. Unlike today's soulless boxes on wheels. Call me old-fashioned, but I'd rather have this cheeky little grin on my driveway than anything electric. The correct answer is the Peerless GT. You know, back in the day, owning a Peerless was like being in a secret club. Not many people had even heard of it. But those who did knew it was something special. And let me tell you, pulling up to a pub in one of these, guaranteed to get you a free pint or two. Not that I know firsthand, of course. Think you can nail this one? Go on, take a stab at its badge. It's not every day you see a car like this. The correct answer is Kable GK1. And here's a fun twist. Did you know their emblem features a tortoise? A cheeky nod to reliability, despite the car being anything but slow. A classy move. Picture this. A grand tourer with the power to shame some sports cars and the comfort to make your Sunday roast feel right at home in the back seat. It's like wearing a tailored suit, but with a V8 engine underneath. Now, that's what I call sophistication. Now, let's see if you can crack this one. Do you recognize the badge? The correct answer is Jensen C8. With a body so sleek it could charm its way through any crowd, and a Chrysler V8 under the bonnet. It was the very definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Pure brilliance, don't you think? And honestly, if you've ever dreamed of cruising through the English countryside in style, this car would have been the perfect co-pilot. Time to test those sharp eyes of yours. The correct answer is Gilburn GT800, a rare gem that packed a punch with its BMC engine and lightweight fiberglass body. Truly a car that proved the little guy could take on the big names. Fun fact, the Gilburn company started in a butcher's shop. Yep, you heard that right. Imagine slicing steaks by day and designing cars by night. Now that's multitasking. Honestly, it's the kind of car that makes you want to take the long way home, just to enjoy the drive a bit more. All right, let's put your automotive knowledge to the test. Which badge graced this beauty? And don't say Aston Martin just because it looks posh. The correct answer is Tridon Clipper. This beast had a V8 engine and a top speed that could rival many exotics of its day. If you were lucky enough to own one, you weren't just driving a car. You were making a statement. And what a statement that was. A car like this didn't just turn heads. It left them spinning. Let's see if you can guess which badge belongs to this aristocrat of the road. Is it time to prove your knowledge, or are you about to be uninvited from the tea party? The correct answer is Alvis Te21 drophead coupe. Powered by a straight-six engine, this car wasn't just a looker. It could really move when needed. A rare gem for those who understood that refinement didn't mean sacrificing performance. Elegance, thy name is Alvis. The Te21 drophead coupe was for those who appreciated luxury without shouting about it. It's the kind of car you'd see parked outside a country estate, with its owner casually sipping tea and reading the Times. Truly, this car whispered class, while others screamed for attention. So that's it. We've just taken a trip through 10 incredible, rare cars from the past, each one worthy of a spot in a museum, or at least in your heart. Now, here's the big question. How many did you guess correctly? Drop it in the comments. If it's more than 5, congrats. You got petrol running through your veins. But if you guessed all 10, well, I hope you didn't cheat. If not, then congratulations. You're officially the king of retro cars. See you on the next ride, folks. And remember, the cars may be old, but the love for them never goes out of style.